Hello guys, this is Spyderrock, and welcome to the top 10 Minecraft add-ons of 2021. These are the definitive 10 best add-ons to have received major updates or been released this year, in my opinion. There are other add-ons that may fit this list better, but these are the 10 best of the ones that I have tried out, in my opinion. I'd like to note that these are not based on the ratings that I gave them when I showcased them. Some of them I haven't even fully showcased, but they are just kind of based on the state that they're in now and what I think are the best add-ons to play right now for any given experience. I do have a few little rules. So one is I can't include any add-ons that I made. That would just be biased, and that wouldn't really be fair towards other add-ons, because of course I would put my own add-ons on the top. I mean, come on. But I may, if you want to check out any of my add-ons, I'll leave links in the description to those as well. I have made some add-ons. I think they're solid. They're all right. If you want to check them out, you can. I also can't include anything that didn't receive a large update or get released this year. If it didn't receive either of those things, then it won't be on the list. And I also won't be including any add-on packs because they would have an unfair advantage since they're a bunch of add-ons combined. I mean, they would all be together. I do plan on making a top 5 add-on packs video pretty soon though, so if you're interested in that, let me know, leave a comment down below. Anyway, the number 10 spot is Cavter's generator add-ons. These are add-ons that add in some generators, and the reason I'm kind of bundling them all together, and also the reason they're at the number 10 spot, is because individually they're all just small, but they are fundamentally all part of the same add-on. They're just not combined. I recommend using them all at the same time, so I want to include them here because I think they are the most fleshed out generators. They're not super easy to get, and once you get them, they do the job. They look good, they function well. I've included these in many videos and many add-on packs and things, and well, only one add-on pack, but you get my point. They're really good. They're, I think, the definitive, pretty much best generators, add-ons, and they all just kind of released, and then Cavter hasn't done anything since they came out, but they are one of my favorite add-ons, I don't know, one of my favorite groups of add-ons to come out this year, so yeah. At the number 9 spot is Vatnage's Calamity add-on, or IU Motionless Calamity add-on. This is an add-on that adds in a bunch of new mobs, bosses, and weapons to your game that you can find by activating these little pedestal things with these keys, and it will basically release a bunch of mobs for you to fight, and then you can get special rewards for them. I think this is one of the most fun add-on systems, and it really reminds me of some other games like playing Risk of Rain or even Muck. It reminds me of things like that where you have to go around and activate things and then you can fight things, and it's in general a really fun add-on. It's a really fleshed out good experience, and if you want something that's polished and well done and balanced and well thought out and offers some good experiences and a good incentive to explore your world, this is a great add-on to check out. I would totally recommend it. At the number 8 spot is PixelDoki's 3D Combat add-on. This is an add-on that adds in a whole bunch of weapons that you can use in full 3D in your game, and I think it may even make some of the default weapons 3D. This add-on, while it's a little bit buggy and a little bit, not the best in terms of balance and whatnot always, it is really cool to see the technology being used. It gives you a bunch of weapons that are in full 3D with custom animations and custom abilities, and it really doesn't feel like you're in Minecraft, but in a really cool way. This is an add-on that I made a video on that got a ton of views, and it seemed like the people who watched it really liked the add-on. It's a very popular add-on. It's got 141,000 shares on MCPE, and it's for good reason. It's an add-on that basically overhauls the combat system in full 3D, so very neat. At number 7 is Psycho and Warhead's Dungeon Expanse add-on. This is an add-on that adds in a whole bunch of dungeons that are fully randomized. Yes, you heard that right. It's like a dungeon crawler, it's like a roguelike, it's like whatever you want. It's a dungeon, you see a little spire above ground and you go under it, and there's just a bunch of catacombs of rooms with mobs to fight and loot and things to find, and they can get really huge. You can find tiny ones, you can find enormous ones. There's different types for different biomes, there's different levels of them. They're just really neat. One cool thing about this is that they don't really add anything other than dungeons themselves, which is actually neat because it makes it feel more like a vanilla survival feature. You don't have to worry about having all these like crazy weapons or tools or anything like that, or crazy mobs that will destroy you. You really only have to worry about the dungeons themselves and exploring them, and it's a really fun addition, and it's a really fun thing to go and explore and find, and you can get some good loot from it. They can be found in like every biome, and it's just like, I don't know, it's a really neat add-on, and it introduced this new technology that a lot of add-ons have since taken advantage of and have credited them for. So because it's such an innovation, I had to include this on this list. At number 6 is Latheor Life's More add-on. Yes, M-O-R-E, or like a Minecraft ore. Anyway, this is an add-on that adds in a whole bunch of new ores, and I think this is one of the best add-ons in terms of adding in stuff to go mining for. There's new ores, there's new things you can find above ground, underground, in the nether, in the end, you can find things in the ocean. There's just a bunch of new ores with new gears and new things you can do with them. There's even new ores to get you stuff like diamonds. There's like diamond obsidian stuff. There's like sulfur that you can get, and you can turn it into gunpowder. You can find like all kinds of interesting things. You can get more chains and lanterns and just decorative things as well. It's just a really well thought out good ore add-on that seems like a good ore expansion, and there's a lot more things to explore, a lot of interesting things to find in all of the biomes, and this just in general a good add-on for more mining, more ores, and it's got full survival like compatibility. It's a very high quality add-on. You can even get like giant chests and stuff. I don't know how well they work, but they usually should work. They're like chests with like more room, which is a really interesting feature, something I hadn't seen done before. So yeah. At number 5 is Latheor Life's Minecraft Better Plus add-on. This is an add-on that is, well, kind of enormous. I mean, it doesn't add like an insane amount of things, but the variety of things it adds is crazy. So many just little fun things to mess around with that will actually like improve your game. There's a lot of tweaks, there's a lot of interesting things. It makes it easier to make bread, it makes it easier to make doors, it makes it easier to make pickaxes. I mean, you can make a stone pickaxe with andesite, like, I don't know. But it also adds in a bunch of new other things. So, you know, redstone components, there's new note blocks, there's lasers that you can use for all kinds of assorted things. There's all kinds of new blocks that will generate that you can use for decoration. There's new like wooden hopper things, there's a new pressure plate, different sensors and things. There's new metals that will like deteriorate over time. You can get new bookshelves and all the wood colors. There's a freezer. There's just like a sneaking detector. It's just such a variety of interesting things to add to your game. Some of the things are a little buggy, but for the most part, it's just in general a high quality add-on with a ton of interesting things to explore, and it's totally worth checking out if you just want to have a little bit more stuff in your game to mess around with, unique things too. I mean, it's so creative, it's so unique, and it's a really good add-on. At number 4 is the Big Onion Institute's Seasonal Decorations add-on. This is an add-on that adds in a whole bunch of decorations, mainly right now for Halloween and Christmas. However, it's really neat, and I think it's going to get updated as holidays roll out, and the quality of stuff in this add-on is insane. I've never seen an add-on that's more polished and has better quality things than this add-on. Everything in it feels so amazing. It feels, I don't even know how they did a lot of it. There's like fog that can go on the ground, ambient noise, you know, you can get eyes that will just like float there. And it just received a new Christmas update. So if you're seeing this now before Christmas this year, if you're here for like the first week before Christmas when I'm making this video, it's crazy. There's a bunch of new stuff, and just because of the quality of this add-on is so high, I had to include it here. It's not like a good add-on for survival or anything, but it's an add-on for building and for decoration. And this stuff isn't exclusive to being used for holiday stuff, but that's mainly what it's for. I've only showcased this in its Halloween mode basically, so that's probably what you're seeing right now, but the Christmas update is here and it is really cool, and I may make a video on it soon as well. So in general, this is one of my favorite add-ons to just mess around with. I was blown away by the quality of it, and I definitely think it's one of the best add-ons out there, period. Now we're getting into the final 3. Yes, and the number 3 spot is the More Tools add-on by SoarYP Mod. This is an add-on with almost 500,000 shares on MCPE DL that adds in a ton of new ores and a ton of new tools and gear. I think this is probably the best add-on out there, period, for just more stuff. I mean, you can get glass ingots, you can get like uranium or whatever, you can get all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of overpowered things in it, yes, but there's also a more balanced version of it that you can get as well. And there's just a lot of interesting and crazy things. Some of the stuff is a little bit OP, but in general, I mean, the textures look amazing, and there's just so much, so many weapons, so many tools, so many sets of armor. It's insane how much is in this add-on, and because of that, and because it's still really good quality, I had to include this on here. This is one of my favorite add-ons I've showcased this year, and it's a lot of fun. I've been seeing this get updates since 2020, and it's been updated just a couple days ago now, as of when I'm recording this. So, very good add-on by SoarYP Mod. Totally check it out. Also, I'd like to mention all of these add-ons will be linked in the description. Also in a link in the description, you can find my affiliate link to Wither Hosting, which is the Minecraft server hosting service I personally use. This is a really good server hosting service. They have good servers with good CPUs, with good prices, and you can get 15% off using code SPY15, and that will support the channel as well. So anyway, at the number 2 spot is the SCP Collaboration add-on by Julius Scissor. This is an add-on that adds in a ton of SCP things and a ton of weapons and whatnot. And while it's not the most polished add-on out there, it adds in just an insane amount of things that you wouldn't even expect to be in Minecraft, and new biomes and things. It's just a bizarre and interesting add-on with a ton of things, and I was kind of blown away by some of the quality of the things and some of the things that are capable of being done. There's a lot of 3D weapons, there's a lot of everything, really, honestly. I don't know how well it works in 1.18, but it does work as of when I last checked it out, and it works really well. I also wanted to shout out Julius Scissor as just being one of the best add-on creators out there, who's constantly uploading new maps and things with add-ons in them that are really high quality. So this add-on is one of the neatest and weirdest and most interesting things I've seen, and the sheer amount of things and the amount of effort that went into this, I can definitely tell it's mind-bending. It's really cool. So if you want a good add-on with a bunch of mobs and a bunch of weapons, this is a good one for that specifically. Before we get into number 1, I did want to give my honorable mention, which is the Expansive Biomes add-on by iCorbin. This is normally my number 1 add-on. This would have been my number 1 add-on if 1.18 did not break biome generation. This isn't something that has to do with the add-on creators themselves, especially not iCorbin. This is a really amazing add-on, probably my favorite add-on I've ever played, that adds in a ton of new biomes, more than 20 new biomes, and is receiving regular updates to add more biomes. And it's really disappointing that since 1.18 reworked everything, custom biome support isn't really there. There's like workarounds, but it's not really good enough, at least from what I've seen. So the add-on has like temporarily been put on the back burner until Mojang can get their stuff together and start fixing biome add-ons, making them work again. This is one of my favorite add-ons, in fact my favorite add-on of all time probably, but since the update it's kind of been rendered obsolete, and it doesn't look like an update will be coming out anytime soon until Mojang can fix it. So let's get into the number 1 spot. At number 1, also by iCorbin, is the More Simple Structures add-on. This is, I think, the best structure add-on for Minecraft Bedrock. There are seriously so many structures, and it's insane, and they all feel mostly like vanilla Minecraft-y things. It's just crazy, and it's constantly receiving updates as well. And on the add-on page, you can see like a list of all the structures. A couple of them do cause some crashes, but I think they've been kind of sorted out. And it's just crazy because there's all kinds of new trees as well with new things. There's a lot of new like little features, new mobs, but the structures alone are just enough to make this add-on worth playing. I mean, it really gives that incentive to go out and explore and find interesting things, and there's so much new loot that can be found in all the structures. It's got to be my favorite add-on that I've played, period. It's received updates this year. I don't think it came out this year. No, it came out in July of 2020, but it got an update on December 13th of 2021, and it's received many regular updates. As of 1.18, some things will not work properly, so a rebuilt version of the add-on is being worked on right now, so that's pretty cool. And this isn't completely broken by 1.18, just some things are, but it's being fixed. So that's it. That's it for the top 10 add-ons of this year. Those are, I think, the 10 best add-ons to play right now that I have tried. Keep in mind that I have tried. There's probably better things out there than some of them that I have not tried. Thanks for watching if you made it to here, though. Feel free to share this with anyone that you think likes add-ons. I hope a lot of people like add-ons. Anyway, I also wanted to shout out Pingy for being a channel member on my channel and supporting it. If you want to be, you can hit the join button. That would be handy. That would support my channel, so thank you. Anyway, thanks for watching if you made it to here. You can get all of these in the description. See you guys later, and bye.